The wineglass shatters. Not from impact, from pressure, from the sheer force of an alpha's aura flooding the room so violently that crystal trembles and cracks. Miro's fingers lock around the leather folder pressed against his ribs. His knees threaten to buckle. Every instinct screams at him to run, but his feet stay planted on the marble floor of the St. Valeria Hotel's private dining hall. He's 11, small, scared, and desperately trying not to let his scent leak through the suppression pads taped under his uniform vest. The man at table 7 doesn't move, doesn't blink. His pale gray eyes are fixed on the object lying between them on the white tablecloth. A necklace, broken, silver chain twisted around a dull red stone. Hi viewers, kindly tell us where you're watching from and what time it is. Miro's heartbeat pounds in his ears. He dropped it. Stupid. So stupid. It slipped from his pocket when he leaned forward to set down the menu. And now the most dangerous man in the Western underworld is staring at it like it's a ghost. Cassian Veylor, Billionaire, Mafia king. The man whose name makes grown alphas lower their voices. And Miro just put a piece of junk jewelry on his table. I'm sorry, sir, Miro whispers. His voice cracks. I didn't mean. Cassian's hand shoots forward. Fast. Too fast. His fingers close around the necklace, knuckles white, and for 3 seconds, the entire room holds its breath. Then Cassian's pupils thin to slits. His jaw locks. His chest stops moving. Miro takes a step back. The folder slips in his sweaty palms. Around them, the other patrons, men in tailored suits, women dripping in diamonds, turn to watch. Everyone feels it. The shift, the danger. Cassian stands, slow, controlled, but his hand is shaking. Where did you get this? His voice is quiet, deadly quiet. Miro's throat closes. He can't answer, can't think. All he knows is that this alpha could kill him with a thought, and no one in this room would stop him. Answer me. Cassian's aura slams outward. Tables rattle. Silverware clinks against porcelain. A woman gasps. Somewhere behind Miro, a server drops a tray. But Miro doesn't scream. He doesn't run. He just stands there, trembling, staring up at the man who looks like he's seen a ghost. I don't. Miro swallows hard. I didn't steal it. Cassian's eyes narrow. He takes one step closer, then another. The space between them shrinks to nothing. Then whose was it? The question hangs in the air like a blade. Miro's lips part. His mind races. He wants to lie, wants to say he found it on the street, in a dumpster, anywhere but the truth. But something in Cassian's expression stops him. It's not anger, it's fear. What secret does the necklace hold that could break the most feared alpha in the underworld? Cassian's breath comes in shallow bursts. His fingers tighten around the necklace until the chain bites into his palm, drawing blood. Miro flinches. The scent of iron mixes with the heavy cologne and tension saturating the air. His instincts scream at him to bow his head, submit, disappear. But he can't move. Cassian looms over him now, tall and rigid. His perfectly tailored suit doing nothing to hide the raw power vibrating beneath his skin. Every alpha in the room feels it. Some avert their eyes. Others grip their chairs like they're bracing for impact. Your mother, Cassian says, voice low and rough. Who was she? Miro's chest tightens. The mention of her feels like a knife twisting in his gut. 2 months. It's only been 2 months since she died, and the wound is still fresh. His voice breaks. Why does it matter? Wrong answer. Cassian's aura flares again, sharper this time, and Miro's knees buckle. He catches himself on the edge of the table, gasping for air. The folder tumbles to the floor. Pages scatter. Because, Cassian hisses, leaning down until they're eye level. This necklace belonged to someone I lost 10 years ago. Someone who disappeared wearing it. Miro's eyes widen. Cassian's hand trembles as he holds the necklace up between them, the red stone catching the chandelier light. So I'll ask you one more time. Where did you get this? The room is silent now, dead silent. Even the soft hum of conversation from the adjoining halls has stopped. Everyone is watching. Miro's lips quiver. Tears burn at the corners of his eyes, but he blinks them back. He needs this job. He needs the money. If he gets fired tonight, he'll be on the streets by morning. But the truth is crawling up his throat, and he can't hold it back anymore. "My mom," he whispers. "I found it in her things. After she..." He can't finish the sentence. Cassian goes still, completely still. His pupils dilate, and for a moment, something raw and broken flashes across his face. "After she what?" Cassian's voice is barely audible now. Miro swallows. "After she died." The silence that follows is suffocating. Then Cassian exhales, slow and shaky, like he's been holding his breath for years. "Who was she?" he asks again, softer this time, desperate. Miro looks up at him, sees the cracks forming in the alpha's mask, and something shifts inside him. This isn't just anger. This isn't just power. This is grief. "Her name was Saya," Miro says quietly, and Cassian's entire world shatters. Why does the name of a dead woman make the most powerful alpha in the state look like he's about to collapse? Cassian stumbles back a step. His hand shoots out to grip the edge of his chair, knuckles bone white. The necklace dangles from his fingers, swinging slightly, the red stone catching the light like a drop of frozen blood. Saya. The name echoes in his skull, pulling up memories he spent a decade trying to bury. A woman, young, terrified, standing in a courtroom with her hands clenched so tight her nails drew blood. She was supposed to testify, supposed to expose the trafficking ring that tore through the underworld like a plague. But the case never went to trial. Someone got to her first. Cassian's jaw clenches. His breathing turns ragged. He looks at the boy in front of him. Small, fragile, eyes too wide and haunted for someone so young, and the pieces start clicking into place. "She was a witness," Cassian says, voice hollow. "In a case. Years ago." Miro blinks. "A witness? I don't know. She never told me anything. She wouldn't have." Cassian's grip on the necklace tightens until the chain cuts deeper into his palm. Blood drips onto the white tablecloth, spreading in thin crimson lines. "She was protecting you." Miro's breath hitches. "Protecting me from what?" Cassian doesn't answer. His mind is racing, connecting threads, pulling up files he's memorized, names he's hunted, faces he's never forgotten. The trafficking ring, the kidnappings, the missing Omega pups, and his brother, his little brother, who vanished 10 years ago wearing this exact necklace. Cassian lifts his gaze to Miro, and the boy flinches under the weight of it. "How did she die?" Cassian asks, each word measured, controlled. Miro hesitates. His fingers twist together, nails digging into his palms. It wasn't an accident." The air in the room shifts. "Men came." Miro continues, voice barely above a whisper. "Men with wolf marks on their necks. Tattoos. She told me to run. Told me if anything happened, I should disappear." Cassian's blood turns to ice. Wolf marks, the emblem of his cousin's faction. The traitor who orchestrated the kidnapping. The man Cassian has been hunting for 10 years. "And you didn't listen," Cassian says quietly. Miro shakes his head. "I tried to help her, but they..." His voice cracks. "They hurt her, and I ran." For a moment, Cassian says nothing. He just stands there, staring at the necklace in his hand, at the boy in front of him, at the blood on the tablecloth. Then, slowly, he lifts his eyes to meet Miro's. "They're still hunting you," Cassian says. Not a question, a fact. Miro nods, tears spilling over now. "I don't know why. I don't know anything." Cassian's expression hardens. "That's exactly why they want you dead." Miro's breath catches. "What?" "Because you're proof," Cassian says, voice cold and sharp. "Proof that your mother knew something. Proof that the case should have gone to trial. Proof that someone failed." He steps closer, and this time Miro doesn't back away. "And if they find you," Cassian says quietly, "they'll erase you, just like they erased her." What did Miro's mother know that was worth killing for? And why does Cassian look like he's staring at a ghost? Miro's hands won't stop shaking. He presses them flat against his thighs, trying to steady himself, but the tremors only get worse. "I didn't ask for this," he whispers. "I didn't do anything wrong." Cassian's expression softens, just barely. He crouches down, bringing himself to Miro's level, and the shift is startling. The cold, lethal alpha from moments ago is gone, replaced by something quieter, something almost human. "I know," Cassian says. His voice is gentler now, but no less serious. "But it doesn't matter. You're caught in this whether you want to be or not." Miro swallows hard. "She tried so hard to keep me safe. She moved us 3 times in 2 years, changed our names, told me never to talk to strangers." His voice cracks. "But it wasn't enough." Cassian's jaw tightens. He looks down at the necklace still clenched in his fist, at the blood smeared across his palm, and something in his chest twists. "She did everything right," Cassian says quietly. "But the men hunting her, they don't stop. They don't forget." Miro lifts his head, eyes red and swollen. "Why? Why does it matter so much?" Cassian hesitates. For a moment, he looks like he's debating whether to answer at all. Then he exhales slowly and holds up the necklace. "Because this," he says, voice rough, "belonged to my brother, my little brother. He was 8 years old when they took him." Miro's breath catches. "And your mother," Cassian continues, "was the only witness who could have stopped them. But she disappeared before she could testify. The case fell apart, and I spent the last 10 years searching for answers." He looks at Miro, really looks at him, and something raw flickers in his eyes. "You're the first real clue I've had since the night he disappeared." Miro stares at him, speechless. The weight of Cassian's words settles over him like a heavy blanket, suffocating and impossible to shake off. "I'm sorry," Miro whispers. "I'm so sorry." Cassian shakes his head. "You have nothing to apologize for." But Miro doesn't believe him. He feels it, the guilt, the weight of being connected to something so terrible. Even if he didn't cause it, even if he was just a kid. "What happens now?" Miro asks quietly. Cassian stands, straightening his suit jacket. His mask slides back into place, cold, controlled, dangerous. But when he looks down at Miro, there's something different in his eyes now. Something protective. "Now," Cassian says, "I make sure you don't end up like your mother." Miro's throat tightens. "But I don't want." "You don't have a choice," Cassian interrupts, voice firm. "The men who killed her are still out there. And if they find out you have this necklace, they'll come for you." He tucks the necklace into his jacket pocket, then extends a hand toward Miro. "So you're coming with me?" Miro stares at the outstretched hand, heart pounding. Every instinct tells him not to trust this man, not to follow him. But what other choice does he have? Slowly, hesitantly, he reaches out, and the moment their hands touch, Cassian's fingers close around his, firm, steady, unyielding. What will Cassian do now that he knows the boy holds the key to finding his missing brother? And will Miro survive long enough to help him? The walk through the hotel lobby feels endless. Miro's hand is still locked in Cassian's grip, and every step echoes too loud against the marble floor. Heads turn as they pass. Whispers follow. The Mafia king, and a child. No one dares approach. Miro's heart hammers against his ribs. He wants to ask where they're going, wants to pull his hand free and run. But Cassian's hold is firm, grounding, and something about it keeps him from panicking. They push through the glass doors into the cool night air. A black car idles at the curb, sleek and polished, with tinted windows so dark Miro can't see inside. Cassian opens the back door. "Get in." Miro hesitates. "Where are we going?" "Somewhere safe." Cassian's tone leaves no room for argument. Miro climbs into the car, sliding across the leather seat. Cassian follows, closing the door behind him with a soft click. The driver doesn't turn around, doesn't speak, just pulls away from the curb smoothly, merging into the late-night traffic. Silence fills the car. Miro stares out the window, watching the city lights blur past. His mind won't stop racing. Everything that happened tonight feels surreal, like a nightmare he can't wake up from. "Why are you helping me?" he asks quietly. Cassian doesn't answer right away. He leans back in his seat, one hand resting on his knee, the other pressed against his temple like he's fighting off a headache. "Because I failed once," Cassian finally says. "I won't fail again." Miro glances at him. "Your brother." Cassian nods. "I was supposed to protect him. I was older, stronger, but I wasn't there when it mattered." His voice drops to a whisper. "And I've been paying for it ever since." Miro's chest tightens. He recognizes that guilt, that weight. He's carried it every day since his mother died. "It wasn't your fault," Miro says softly. Cassian's laugh is bitter. "Tell that to the part of me that wakes up every night wondering if he's still alive." The car takes a sharp turn. Miro grips the door handle, but Cassian doesn't flinch. "The men who took him," Cassian continues, voice cold now, "are the same men who killed your mother. They're part of a trafficking ring that's been operating for over a decade, and they've stayed hidden because people are too afraid to talk." He turns to look at Miro, eyes sharp. "But you're different. You're proof. You're the thread I've been searching for." Miro shakes his head. "I don't know anything. I swear." "You don't have to know," Cassian says. "Your existence is enough. The fact that your mother had this necklace means she crossed paths with them. Maybe she tried to save someone. Maybe she witnessed something." He pulls the necklace from his pocket, letting it dangle between them. "Either way, they'll come for you. And when they do, I'll be ready." Miro's blood runs cold. "You're using me as bait." Cassian's expression doesn't change. "I'm using you as leverage. There's a difference." The car slows. Miro looks out the window and sees tall iron gates opening ahead, leading to a sprawling estate lit by soft golden lights. Guards stand at every corner, watching, waiting. This isn't just a house. It's a fortress. The car stops. Cassian steps out first, then holds the door open for Miro. "Come on." Miro slides out slowly, legs unsteady. The night air is colder here, sharper. He wraps his arms around himself and follows Cassian up the stone steps to the front entrance. Inside, the house is massive. High ceilings, dark wood, chandeliers that look like they cost more than Miro's entire life. Cassian leads him down a long hallway, past closed doors and silent rooms, until they reach a study. He pushes the door open and steps inside. Miro follows. The room is filled with files, stacks of papers, photos pinned to a corkboard on the wall, faces, locations, dates. Red string connects them all, forming a web so complex Miro can't make sense of it. But one photo stands out. A boy, young, smiling, wearing the same necklace Cassian just pulled from his pocket. "That's him," Cassian says quietly. "My brother, Dante." Miro stares at the photo. The boy looks happy, innocent, like he had no idea what was coming. "Do you think he's still alive?" Miro asks. Cassian's jaw clenches. "I have to believe he is, because if he's not..." He doesn't finish the sentence. Instead, he turns to Miro, and for the first time tonight, his expression cracks. Just a little, just enough for Miro to see the pain underneath. "You're my only lead," Cassian says, "and I swear on everything I have, I will keep you safe." Miro wants to believe him, wants to trust that this terrifying, powerful man will actually protect him. But before he can respond, a loud crash echoes from somewhere in the house. Cassian's head snaps toward the door. His entire body tenses. Then his phone buzzes. He pulls it out, glances at the screen, and his face goes pale. "What?" Miro asks, heart racing. "What is it?" Cassian's voice is ice. "They know you're here." How did Cassian's enemies find Miro so fast? And what will they do now that they know he's under the Alpha's protection? Cassian's hand clamps over Miro's mouth before the boy can scream. The lights cut out. Total darkness swallows the study. Miro's pulse hammers against Cassian's palm, hot and frantic. "Don't move," Cassian whispers. "Don't breathe loud." Footsteps echo in the hallway. Slow, deliberate. Someone is inside the house. Cassian's other hand moves to his waistband, fingers curling around cold metal. He pulls Miro backward, deeper into the shadows, until they're pressed against the wall beside the bookshelf. The footsteps stop outside the door. Miro's chest heaves. His eyes are wide, terrified, searching Cassian's face for answers. But Cassian's expression is unreadable, hard, focused. Then the door creaks open. A figure steps inside. Tall, broad-shouldered. The faint glow of a phone screen illuminates a scarred face and a wolf tattoo crawling up the side of his neck. Cassian's jaw locks. The man scans the room, hand resting on the gun holstered at his hip. "I know you're in here, Veylor." Silence. The man takes another step forward. "We just want the boy. Hand him over and we'll leave." Cassian's grip on Miro tightens. "No." The man chuckles. "Then I guess we do this the hard way." He raises his gun. Cassian moves first. Fast. Brutal. He shoves Miro behind the desk and lunges forward, slamming into the intruder before the man can fire. They crash into the wall. The gun skitters across the floor. Miro scrambles backward, heart in his throat, watching as Cassian pins the man down with one arm twisted behind his back. "Who sent you?" Cassian snarls. The man laughs, blood dripping from his split lip. "You already know." Cassian's aura explodes. The pressure in the room spikes so violently that Miro gasps, clutching his chest. Even the intruder flinches, face going pale. "Say his name," Cassian demands. The man spits blood onto the floor. "Your cousin says hello." Cassian's expression hardens. Then, without hesitation, he slams the man's head into the floor. Once, twice. The third time, the man goes limp. Silence. Cassian stands slowly, breathing hard. His hands are shaking, not from fear, from rage. He turns to Miro, and the boy flinches. But Cassian doesn't move toward him. Instead, he drops to one knee, bringing himself down to Miro's level. His voice, when he speaks, is raw. "I'm sorry," Cassian whispers. Miro blinks. "For what?" "For dragging you into this." Cassian's hands curl into fists. "For not being strong enough to stop it." Miro stares at him. The feared alpha, the Mafia king, the man who just took down an armed intruder without breaking a sweat. And he's apologizing. "You didn't drag me into anything," Miro says quietly. "I was already in it." Cassian's breath hitches. His shoulders tremble. And then, to Miro's shock, tears slip down Cassian's face. Not small tears, not dignified ones. Real tears, the kind that come from years of holding everything inside. Cassian's voice cracks. "I thought I could save him, my brother. I thought if I just worked hard enough, searched long enough, I'd find him." He lifts his head, meeting Miro's eyes. "But it's been 10 years, and I'm no closer than I was the night he disappeared." Miro's throat tightens. He doesn't know what to say, doesn't know how to comfort someone like Cassian. So he does the only thing he can think of. He reaches out and wipes the tears from Cassian's cheek. Cassian freezes. His eyes widen, staring at the boy in disbelief. "You're still looking," Miro whispers. "That means you haven't given up." Cassian's breath shudders. Then, slowly, he pulls Miro into his arms. Not rough, not possessive, just holding him like he's afraid to let go. Miro stiffens at first, but then he feels it. The way Cassian's heartbeat is racing, the way his hands are trembling, the way his scent shifts from sharp and dangerous to something softer, something broken. And Miro realizes something. This alpha isn't trying to hurt him. He's trying to protect him. So Miro stops resisting. He leans into the embrace, letting Cassian hold him, and for the first time in months, he feels safe. Cassian's voice is barely audible. "You're the first real clue I've had. The first hope." Miro swallows hard. "Then don't let them take me." Cassian pulls back just enough to look at him. His eyes are red, raw, but there's something fierce in them now. "I won't," Cassian says. I swear it. And Miro believes him. Can Cassian keep his promise? Or will the men hunting Miro tear them apart before they find the truth? Cassian's phone buzzes again. He pulls it out, glances at the screen, and his expression hardens. We need to move, he says, standing. Now. Miro scrambles to his feet. What's happening? More are coming. Cassian grabs Miro's wrist and pulls him toward the door. Stay close. Don't let go. They step into the hallway. It's too quiet. The kind of quiet that makes Miro's skin crawl. Cassian moves fast, leading them through the maze of corridors. His grip on Miro's wrist is firm, grounding, but Miro can feel the tension radiating off him. They reach the back staircase. Cassian pauses, listening. Then he pulls Miro down the steps, their footsteps barely making a sound against the marble. At the bottom, a door leads to the garage. Cassian pushes it open and stops. 3 men stand between them and the cars, all armed, all wearing the wolf emblem. Cassian's aura flares, and the men take a collective step back. Move, Cassian says, voice cold, or I'll move you. The man in the center smirks. Big talk for someone protecting a pup. Cassian's jaw tightens. Last chance. The men don't move, so Cassian does. He shoves Miro behind a concrete pillar, then charges forward. The first man doesn't even have time to raise his gun before Cassian disarms him, slamming his fist into the man's jaw. The second lunges, but Cassian dodges, using the momentum to throw him into the third. All 3 hit the ground. Cassian stands over them, breathing hard, fists bloody. I told you to move. He turns back to Miro. Come on. Miro runs to him, heart pounding. They climb into one of the cars, a sleek black SUV with tinted windows. Cassian slides into the driver's seat, and the engine roars to life. They peel out of the garage, tires screeching. Miro looks back through the rear window. The 3 men are already getting up, pulling out phones, calling for backup. They're not going to stop, Miro says quietly. I know. Cassian's hands grip the steering wheel tight. But neither will I. He glances at Miro, and something shifts in his expression. Something resolute. Listen to me, Cassian says. What I'm about to do, it's going to change everything. Once I make this vow, there's no going back. Miro frowns. What vow? Cassian pulls the car over to the side of the road. He turns to face Miro fully, eyes locked on his. In my world, Cassian says, there are oaths, promises that carry weight, that carry blood. He reaches out, placing a hand on Miro's shoulder. If I take you under my protection, officially, it means anyone who harms you harms me. It means war. Miro's breath catches. War. Yes. Cassian's voice is steady. My enemies will see it as a challenge, as a declaration, and they will come for both of us. He pauses. But it also means you'll be safe, safer than you've ever been, because no one will touch you without answering to me. Miro stares at him. Why would you do that? You barely know me. Cassian's expression softens. Because you're the only link I have to my brother. And because... He hesitates. Then, quietly, because you remind me of him. Miro's throat tightens. Cassian takes a breath. Then, in a voice that carries the weight of centuries, he speaks. I, Cassian Veylor, heir to the Veylor bloodline, take this boy under my protection. From this moment forward, his life is mine to guard. His enemies are my enemies, and anyone who harms him will answer to me. The air in the car shifts. Miro feels it. Something ancient, something powerful, settling over them like a cloak. Cassian's eyes glow faintly. His alpha aura pulses once, twice, then settles. It's done, he says quietly. Miro swallows. What happens now? Cassian's phone buzzes. He glances at it, and his jaw tightens. Now, he says, voice cold. They know. He shows Miro the screen. A text message. 3 words. War it is. What will Cassian's enemies do now that he's declared Miro untouchable? And how far will they go to break his vow? The car jerks to a stop. Cassian's hand shoots out, bracing Miro against the dashboard. "Stay down," Cassian orders. Miro's heart hammers. "What? Now?" Miro ducks, pressing himself into the seat. Through the window, he catches a glimpse of shadows moving, figures surrounding the car. Cassian's phone rings. He answers, voice sharp. "Speak." A pause. Then his expression darkens. "Pull back," he says. "I'll handle this." He ends the call and turns to Miro. "When I tell you to run, you run. Don't look back. Don't stop." Miro's hands shake. "Where do I go?" "There's a safe house 2 blocks west. Red door. Knock 3 times." Cassian pulls a key from his pocket and presses it into Miro's palm. "Lock yourself inside. Don't open the door for anyone but me." "But..." No arguments. Cassian's aura flares, protective and fierce. "I need to know you're safe." Before Miro can respond, the passenger window explodes. Glass showers over them. Miro screams, covering his head. Cassian shields him with his body, then kicks the door open. "Run!" he roars. Miro scrambles out, feet hitting pavement. He runs, legs pumping, lungs burning. Behind him, gunfire erupts. He doesn't look back. 2 blocks. Red door. His feet pound the sidewalk. His vision blurs with tears. He clutches the key so tight it cuts into his palm. There. The red door. He slams into it, fumbling with the key. His hands won't stop shaking. The lock won't turn. "Come on. Come on." Finally, it clicks. He shoves the door open, stumbles inside, and slams it shut behind him. Silence. Miro collapses against the wall, gasping for air. His whole body trembles. His ears ring from the gunfire. Is Cassian okay? Did he make it? Minutes pass, then hours. Miro doesn't know. Time feels broken. Then 3 knocks. Miro freezes. 3 more knocks. Deliberate, controlled. He creeps to the door, peering through the peephole. Cassian. Miro yanks the door open. Cassian steps inside, bloodied and bruised but alive. He locks the door behind him, then turns to Miro. "You're hurt," Miro whispers. "I'm fine." Cassian's voice is rough. He moves past Miro, heading deeper into the safe house. But Miro sees it. The way Cassian's hand presses against his side. The way his steps falter. "You're bleeding," Miro says. Cassian doesn't respond. He sinks onto the couch, exhaling slowly. Miro grabs a towel from the bathroom and rushes back. "Let me see." "It's nothing," Cassian mutters. "You're bleeding through your shirt." Miro's voice is firm now. "Let me see." Cassian hesitates. Then slowly he lifts his shirt. A deep gash runs along his ribs. Blood seeps steadily from the wound. Miro's breath catches. "You need a doctor. Can't risk it." Cassian's eyes meet his. "They'll be watching hospitals." Miro swallows. "Then I'll do it. You're a child. I watched my mom patch herself up more times than I can count." Miro's hands are already moving, pressing the towel against the wound. "I know what to do." Cassian studies him for a moment. Then he nods. Miro works quickly, cleaning the wound, stitching it closed with shaking hands. Cassian doesn't flinch, doesn't make a sound, just watches him. When it's done, Miro sits back, exhausted. "Thank you," Cassian says quietly. Miro looks at him. "Why did you protect me? You could have left me. Could have used me as bait like you said." Cassian's expression softens. "Because the moment I saw that necklace, I saw my brother. And I couldn't." His voice breaks. "I couldn't lose him again." Miro's throat tightens. "But I'm not your brother." "No," Cassian agrees. "But you're connected to him. And that's enough." He reaches out, gently turning Miro around. His fingers brush against the fabric of Miro's shirt. "There's something I need to check," Cassian says. "Lift your shirt." Miro hesitates. "Why?" "Please." Slowly, Miro lifts his shirt. Cassian's breath stops. There, on Miro's shoulder blade, is a mark. Small, faded, but unmistakable. A brand. shaped like a crescent moon with a wolf's head inside. Cassian's hands tremble as he traces the outline. Do you know what this is? Miro shakes his head. I've always had it. My mom said I was born with it. You weren't. Cassian's voice is hollow. This is a trafficker's mark. They brand Omega pups to track them, to claim them. Miro's blood runs cold. What? Cassian pulls his own shirt aside, revealing an identical scar on his chest. My brother had the same one. The night he was taken, they branded him with this. Miro's mind reels. But that means, it means you were part of the same operation. Cassian's eyes are wide, desperate. It means you might know where he is. Miro shakes his head frantically. I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Try, Cassian pleads. Please, try. Miro closes his eyes. He searches his memories. Most of his childhood is a blur. Moving, hiding, his mother's scared face. But then, flash, a dark room, cold concrete, the smell of rust and fear, and a voice, soft, broken. Don't cry, little brother. I'll protect you. Miro's eyes snap open. There was someone, a boy, older than me. Cassian leans forward. What did he say? Miro's voice trembles. He called me little brother. Is Miro the missing link to finding Cassian's brother? Or is he the brother Cassian has been searching for all along? Cassian's face goes white. His hands grip Miro's shoulders, not rough, but desperate. Say that again, Cassian whispers. He called me little brother, Miro repeats, voice shaking. But I don't have a brother. I never did. Cassian's breath comes faster. His eyes search Miro's face like he's seeing him for the first time. What if you did? Cassian says. What if you just don't remember? Miro's heart pounds. That's impossible. Memory suppression is common in trauma cases, especially for Omega pups who've been through trafficking. Cassian's voice is urgent now. Your mother could have changed your identity, hidden your past to protect you. Miro shakes his head. No, she would have told me. Not if telling you put you in danger. The words hang between them. Miro's mind races. Fragments of memories flicker at the edges of his consciousness. A boy's face, tears, screaming, and then nothing. I don't. Miro's voice cracks. I don't know. Cassian pulls back, running a hand through his hair. We need to get you somewhere secure. Somewhere they can't find you. Where? Miro asks. Out of the city. I have a compound upstate. Reinforced. Guarded. Cassian stands, wincing from the wound in his side. We leave tonight. Miro rises too. But what about your brother? What about? A crash from outside cuts him off. Both of them freeze. Cassian moves to the window, peering through the blinds. His jaw clenches. They found us, he says. Miro's blood turns to ice. How? Doesn't matter. Cassian grabs his phone, typing rapidly. My men are 10 minutes out. We just need to hold them off until then. 10 minutes. Miro's voice rises. That's. The door explodes inward. With splinters, smoke fills the room. Miro stumbles backward, coughing, vision blurred. Figures move through the haze. 3, 4, maybe more. Cassian shoves Miro behind him, his aura flooding the space. Get to the back room. Lock the door. I'm not leaving you. Go. Miro runs. His feet carry him down the narrow hallway to a small bedroom. He slams the door shut, locking it, then presses his back against it. Outside, the sounds of fighting erupt, fists hitting flesh, furniture breaking, Cassian's voice, commanding and fierce. Miro's hands shake. He looks around the room. One window, barred. He's trapped. A gunshot. Miro flinches, tears streaming down his face. Then silence. His heart stops. Did Cassian? No, he can't think like that. Footsteps approach the door. Slow, steady. The handle jiggles. Miro backs away, looking for something, anything to defend himself with. The door shudders. Once, twice, then it bursts open. Cassian stands in the doorway, breathing hard, blood streaked across his face, but alive. "We're leaving," he says. "Now." Miro doesn't argue. He rushes to Cassian's side, and they move together through the destroyed safe house. Bodies lie on the floor, unconscious, not dead. Cassian doesn't kill unless he has to. They step outside. The street is empty, for now. A black SUV screeches around the corner, stopping in front of them. The door opens, and one of Cassian's men gestures frantically. "Get in." Cassian pushes Miro into the back seat, then climbs in beside him. The car peels away, tires screaming. Miro looks back through the rear window. Figures emerge from the shadows, watching them leave. "They're not going to stop," Miro whispers. "Neither am I," Cassian says. He pulls out his phone, dialing. "Activate Protocol 7. I want every available resource on this. No one sleeps until we find answers." He ends the call, then looks at Miro. "I'm going to find out who you really are, and if my brother is still out there, I'm going to bring him home." Miro swallows. "What if I'm not who you think I am?" Cassian's expression softens. "Then I'll still protect you, because you deserve it." The car takes a sharp turn. Miro grips the seat, heart racing. Behind them, another vehicle appears. Black, fast. "We've got a tail," the driver says. Cassian's jaw tightens. "Lose them." The driver accelerates. The city blurs past. They weave through traffic, narrowly avoiding collisions. The pursuing car stays close. Then a gunshot. The rear window shatters. Miro screams, ducking. Cassian covers him, glass raining down on them both. "Hold on," the driver shouts. They swerve hard. The car tilts, wheels barely staying on the ground. Another shot. This one hits the side mirror, tearing it clean off. Cassian pulls Miro lower, shielding him completely. "I've got you," Cassian murmurs. "I've got you." Will they escape? Or has Cassian's vow to protect Miro just signed both their death warrants? The car flips. Metal screams. Glass explodes. The world spins in a violent blur of headlights and asphalt. Then impact. Everything stops. Miro can't breathe. His chest is crushed under something heavy. His ears ring. Blood drips into his eyes. "Cassian?" His voice comes out broken, barely a whisper. No answer. Panic floods him. He tries to move, but pain shoots through his ribs. He's pinned, trapped. "Cassian!" A groan. Movement beside him. Cassian's hand finds his in the darkness, squeezing tight. "I'm here." Relief crashes over Miro, so intense it hurts. "We need to move," Cassian says, voice strained. "They're coming." He pushes against the crushed door, muscles straining. It gives way with a screech. He pulls Miro out, and they stumble onto the pavement. The overturned SUV smokes behind them. The driver is unconscious, but breathing. Cassian pulls out his phone. Cracked screen. No signal. "Damn it." Footsteps echo. Close. Getting closer. Cassian grabs Miro's hand. "Run." They take off down an alley, legs unsteady, bodies screaming in protest. Behind them, shouts. Gunfire. Bullets spark off the brick walls. Cassian pulls Miro around a corner, into another alley. They press against the wall, gasping for air. "We can't keep running," Miro whispers. "We don't have a choice." More footsteps. They're being herded, cornered. Cassian's aura flares, the strongest it's been all night. The air crackles with power. "Stay behind me," he orders. 3 men emerge from the shadows, guns raised. The one in front smiles. "End of the line, Veylor." Cassian's voice is ice. "You'll have to go through me." "That's the plan." The man raises his gun, and a car slams into him from the side. The other 2 scatter. Cassian's reinforcements pour out, surrounding them. Within seconds, the attackers are disarmed and restrained. One of Cassian's men approaches. "Sir, we need to get you both to safety." Cassian nods, but his eyes are on the lead attacker. He approaches the man, crouching down. "Who sent you?" The man spits blood. "You know who." Say his name. The man laughs. Your cousin wants the boy. Says he's valuable. Says he's the key to everything. Cassian's blood runs cold. Key to what? To finding the others. The man's grin widens. The ones who got away. The ones still out there. Cassian grabs him by the collar. What are you talking about? The trafficking ring didn't just take Omegas to sell. They took them to replace. The man's eyes gleam. New identities. New families. Hidden in plain sight. Miro's breath stops. The boy doesn't even know who he really is. The man continues. But his DNA will tell you everything. Cassian's hands shake. He releases the man and turns to Miro. Is it true? Miro whispers. Am I someone else? Before Cassian can answer, a black van screeches to a halt at the mouth of the alley. The side door slides open, and a message is spray-painted on the interior in red. The pup belongs to US. Cassian's aura explodes. The force of it knocks several men backward. His eyes glow, feral and protective. Over my dead body, he snarls. He turns to Miro, voice trembling with emotion. I don't care who you were before. I don't care what they say. You're under my protection now. Miro's eyes well with tears. But what if I'm not your brother? Then you're still mine to protect. Cassian's voice cracks. And I will burn this entire city to the ground before I let them take you. The van door slams shut, and it speeds away. Cassian's men help them into another vehicle. Safe, for now. But as they drive through the night, Cassian turns to Miro, expression haunted. Tell me the truth, he says quietly. What did they do to you? Miro's hands tremble. His mind spirals back to memories he's tried to bury. Memories he didn't even know he had. And then, flash, 2 boys, cold room, hands pulling them apart, and a voice in the darkness. Bring the younger one, leave the older one behind. Miro's eyes widen in horror, because he finally remembers. He remembers crying, remembers reaching for someone, remembers screaming a name he hasn't spoken in 10 years. Dante, Miro whispers. Cassian freezes. What did you say? Miro looks at him, tears streaming down his face. I called for Dante. I begged them not to take him. His voice breaks. And then they took me instead. The car goes silent. Cassian's face is white. His hands shake. His breath comes in ragged gasps. Because if Miro is telling the truth, if Miro was there that night, then Miro isn't just connected to the kidnapping. He might be the brother Cassian has been searching for. And Dante, the boy Cassian thought was taken, might have been left behind. Cassian grabs Miro's face, staring into his eyes, searching for something, anything familiar. How old are you? Cassian demands. 11. When's your birthday? March 15th. Cassian's breath stops. That's Dante's birthday. What was your mother's maiden name? Cassian's voice is desperate now. I don't know. She never told me. Cassian pulls out his phone, hands shaking so badly he can barely type. He pulls up a photo. His brother, Dante, at 8 years old. He shows it to Miro. Do you recognize him? Miro stares at the photo, at the boy's eyes, his smile, and something inside him breaks open. That's me, Miro whispers. The phone slips from Cassian's hands, because he finally understands. The boy he's been protecting isn't just connected to his brother. He is his brother. And the boy Cassian thought was kidnapped was the one who got left behind. The DNA results arrive at dawn. Cassian hasn't slept. He sits in the medical wing of his compound, eyes fixed on the sealed envelope on the desk in front of him. His hands won't stop shaking. Miro, no, Dante, sleeps in the next room, exhausted, bruised, but safe. For now, Cassian reaches for the envelope. His fingers brush the edge. Then he pulls back. What if he's wrong? What if this hope, this desperate, aching hope, is just another cruel trick? The door opens. His head of security, Marcus, steps inside. Sir, the perimeter is secure. No movement detected. Cassian nods but doesn't look up. Thank you. Marcus hesitates. Do you want me to? No. Cassian's voice is firm. I need to do this alone. Marcus leaves without another word. Cassian takes a breath, then another. His heart pounds so hard he thinks it might break through his ribs. He picks up the envelope, tears it open, pulls out the document. His eyes scan the page. DNA match, 99.97%. Relationship, full biological siblings. The paper slips from his fingers. 10 years. 10 years of searching, of blaming himself, of waking up every morning with the same question. Is he still alive? And now he has his answer. Cassian's chest heaves. A sound escapes him, half sob, half laugh. Broken, relieved. His brother is alive. His brother is here. Tears stream down his face. He doesn't try to stop them, doesn't try to control them. He just sits there, letting 10 years of grief and guilt and desperate hope finally break free. The door creaks open. Miro, Dante, stands in the doorway, rubbing sleep from his eyes. Cassian? Are you okay? Cassian looks up at him, at his little brother, the boy he thought he'd lost forever. Come here, Cassian says, voice thick with emotion. Dante approaches slowly, uncertainly. What's wrong? Cassian stands. He walks to Dante, kneels down and takes his hands. Nothing's wrong, Cassian whispers. Everything is finally right. He holds up the DNA results. These came back. They confirm what we suspected. Dante's eyes widen. What does it say? It says you're my brother. Cassian's voice breaks. It says you're Dante, my little brother, the one I've been searching for. Dante stares at him, silent, processing. But my mom. His voice is small. She told me she was protecting you, Cassian says gently. She changed your name, changed your identity, kept you hidden so they couldn't find you. Tears fill Dante's eyes. So everything I thought I knew was a lie designed to keep you safe. Cassian squeezes his hands. But the truth is this: you are Dante Veylor. You are my brother. And I have loved you every single day since the night you were taken. Dante's breath hitches. I don't remember you. I don't remember anything before I was 5. That's okay. Cassian pulls him into his arms. We'll make new memories. Together. Dante clings to him. And for the first time since this nightmare began, he lets himself cry. Not from fear, not from pain, but from relief. Because he's not alone anymore. 3 days pass. Cassian's men work around the clock. They track down every member of the trafficking ring, every collaborator, every person who knew what happened that night 10 years ago. And one by one, they fall. Cassian's cousin, the traitor who orchestrated the kidnapping, is arrested. Evidence piles up. Witness testimonies, financial records, everything needed to ensure he never sees freedom again. The other victims, Omegas who were stolen and hidden, are identified, found, reunited with their families. It's not perfect. Some families are gone. Some victims are too damaged to ever fully heal. But it's a start, and Cassian vows to fund their recovery. Every single one of them. Because he knows what it's like to lose someone, and he knows what it's like to get them back. 1 week later, Cassian and Dante stand in front of the old family estate. It's been abandoned for years, locked up, haunted by memories. But today, they're here to reclaim it. This was our home, Cassian says quietly. Before everything happened. Dante stares at the building. Something flickers in his eyes. Recognition, maybe, or just hope. Do you remember it? Cassian asks. Dante shakes his head. Not really, but it feels familiar. Cassian smiles. Then let's make it familiar again. They walk inside together. The furniture is covered in white sheets. Dust hangs in the air. But underneath the neglect, the bones of a beautiful home remain. Cassian leads Dante upstairs, to a room at the end of the hall. This was your room, Cassian says, pushing the door open. Inside, toys sit frozen in time. A small bed, a bookshelf filled with picture books, a stuffed wolf on the pillow. Dante steps inside slowly. His fingers brush the edge of the bed. And then, a memory, sharp, clear, a voice calling his name, a laugh, the feeling of being safe. "I remember," Dante whispers. "I remember you reading to me before bed." Cassian's throat tightens. "Every night. You wouldn't sleep unless I did." Dante turns to him, tears in his eyes. "I'm sorry I forgot." "Don't be." Cassian crosses the room and pulls him close. "You survived. That's all that matters." They stand there holding each other in the room where everything began. And for the first time in 10 years, Cassian feels whole. That night, they sit on the balcony overlooking the estate grounds. Stars fill the sky above them. The air is cool and quiet. "What happens now?" Dante asks. Cassian looks at him. "Now we rebuild. We take back everything they tried to steal from us. And the people who hurt us? They'll pay." Cassian's voice is calm, certain. "Every single one of them." Dante nods. Then, quietly, "Thank you for not giving up on me." Cassian's chest aches. "I could never give up on you. You're my brother." Dante smiles. Small, fragile, but real. "I like hearing you say that," he says. Cassian ruffles his hair. "Get used to it. You're stuck with me now." Dante laughs, and it's the most beautiful sound Cassian has ever heard. 2 years later, the Veylor estate is alive again. Staff move through the halls. Gardens bloom. Laughter echoes. Dante, now 13, sits in the library, surrounded by books. He's taller now, stronger. The haunted look in his eyes has faded, replaced by something lighter. He still has nightmares sometimes, still flinches at sudden movements, but he's healing. Cassian enters the room, carrying 2 mugs of hot chocolate. He sets one down beside Dante. "Studying?" Cassian asks. Dante looks up, grinning. "History, for the exam next week." Cassian sits beside him. "Need help? From you? The guy who barely graduated?" Dante teases. Cassian laughs. "Fair point." They sit in comfortable silence for a while. The fire crackles in the hearth. Outside, snow begins to fall. "Cassian?" Dante says quietly. "Yeah. Do you ever think about what would have happened if you hadn't found me?" Cassian's expression sobers. "Every day." "Me too." Dante looks down at his hands. "I think I would have died, either from them or from just giving up." Cassian's hand finds his shoulder. "But you didn't. You survived. And now you're here. Because of you," Dante says. "Because of us," Cassian corrects. "You fought to stay alive. I fought to find you. We both did our part." Dante smiles. "I guess we make a good team." "The best," Cassian agrees. Later that night, Cassian tucks Dante into bed, just like he used to when they were kids. "Good night, little brother," Cassian says softly. Dante's eyes are already closing. "Good night, big brother." Cassian turns off the light and closes the door. He stands in the hallway for a moment, just breathing, just grateful, because after 10 years of darkness, he finally has his light back. His brother is home, and nothing will ever take him away again. In the end, love won, family won, and 2 brothers who were torn apart found their way back to each other. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Subscribe so you never miss another story that inspires. Share your thoughts below. Your words matter, and they might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Until next time, remember, even in the darkest moments, hope can lead you home.